Good afternoon and welcome back to Painting with Dave. I'm sorry about last show. I got so involved with this, I forgot to even look at the time. So we stopped at the part that we done with this mountain, with this cliff. We done the waterfall. We done the, and now we're just working on one side of the mountain. So let's go right back to it. I'm just gonna go up. I'm gonna get mix up some yellow and some green again. And right here, I'm just going to add a little bit of foliage right here. That's going to give the illusion, that's going to fix up that part that I was trying to fix out last time. So, and then I'm going to bring this up. There we go. And that looks like it's just hanging out there now. Good. Good. There. See that? We fixed it up. Look how nice that looks now. Now, before we do anything more, I'm looking at the water, and the water is all full light. And that's perfect now. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit more water, darker blue on top of this. Not too much. It's going to be almost a dry brush. If it's too wet, it's not going to work. But I should have done it before we put those trees in, but that's fine. We could do it now. So I'm just gonna go right into a little bit of blue. It's not gonna be a whole lot of blue, but I'm just gonna start right here. I'm just gonna bring it down real quick. There. Bring this one down this way. There. There, see? Now we got lighter blue, we got some white, we got blue, and what it looks now, water's coming down. And because of the trees and stuff, it's not gonna interfere with nothing. It just looks like a nice waterfall coming down, and that's all we wanted. We're gonna finish up this side. Now this is what is coming out good. I'm starting to like the trees. I'm starting to like everything that we're doing. Right here, we're just gonna add a little bit more trees right here. And once again, it's almost a dry brush. Almost a dry brush. We got some blue, we got some green. Let's see, okay. I'm gonna fix out the brush how I want it to be shaped. Oops, a little bit more. A little bit of that, a little bit of yellow. Good. And I'm just going to add a little bit, push this right here. Now this has more blue than green, but that's okay. It's all different colors. Trees, leaves is all different colors. I didn't want it to all look the same. I'm going to add just a little bit of water just to give it a little lighter look on the bottom. There, that's going to look good. Now, right about here is the end of the waterfall. So we can't really bring this down too much further. But we could still do some work. I'm gonna pick up some burnt sienna. Let's start with the burnt sienna first. We're gonna add some stone right here. We're gonna add a stone here. And we could add a small stone here. There we go. We're gonna make this darker. This is just to see. Okay. Then with the burnt sienna, we're gonna add the beech or nan right here. This is gonna be the nan. The nan's gonna be right here. Here goes the nan. See? You bounce it around, it gives it a little bit more texture. There. There. See that? Now we got a little bit of land. We're gonna finish that stone. We're gonna go up to the Van Dyke brown. My brush is still dry. It's a dry brush. And I'm just going to reshape that stone. There we go. Boom, bah. And come down with it. One. There we go. Something like that. Yeah. If I could fan this part out a little bit, that'd be great. Go back into and like brown and add that other stone right here. It could be a flat stone and come down. There we go. Could be in front of that one later. Yeah, something like that. Clean out this brush. Now we haven't used that big brush. I have a 2-inch brush here, 1.5-inch brush here. The big one, haven't even used that one. These are the 3 brushes I use, and mostly I just use these 2, the 1-inch brush and a gold hair brush and a script liner brush. Just a regular brush. But it's not even a fancy brush, it's just a nylon maybe, or mixed. This is one brush that you want. This is when you use a script liner brush, you want this brush to be able to sign your name to it, to make small little branches or small little cracks, or just the little, so you don't want it to, you want it to be somewhat a strong brush. Strong, flexible brush. Now I'm going to come in with this small brush and I'm just going to add, I got a little bit of brown on this and a little bit of black together. And I'm just going to start shaping some of this stone. There goes add a little bump up here. There we go. This stone is almost in the shade, so it could be a little bit darker. There we go. Just gonna add just a little bit of water, just to make this one a little bit flat. There you go. Yeah. Then I could bring this down. Mm-hmm. Add a little bit, get a little bit of black. And I'm going to put a little little shadow line right here. There you go. There you go. I don't like to use too much of the black, because sometimes you put too much on it. It takes away a lot of the shape and stuff that I want. Now, once again, I got a dry brush, and I'm going to go back into the yellow. And a little bit of the blue. Make a little bit of green. It's going to be like a greenish blue. And I'm just going to add a little bit of foliage down here. Some of this is going to be in front of the stone, some of it's going to be behind the stone. There. Something like that. That's the bottom. It's going to be a mix, a lot of shadows. And if you want to brighten it up, I could just add a little bit of water to some of this. And just with a little bit of water, I could lighten it up some and shape it around some more. There, see? There. I could bring it out more. Bring it up more if I want to. There. There. That's perfect. That's about what I was looking for. There. A nice little mountain on that side. Now I'm gonna get my script liner brush again. I'm gonna go right into some of this brown, Van Dyke brown, a little bit of water, a little bit of paint. And I'm gonna add just a few little branches right about here. Now, if your hand shakes, boy, that's even better. That's what I tell my students. There we go. Don't leave a whole, I'm not gonna put a whole knot on it. But when you're home, you could really do some beautiful stuff with it. Bring one right here, right across the waterfall. There, that's all. If you had a big fingernails, you could even cut up some white branch sticks. See that? Just with your fingernails if the paint is. Yeah, see that? You could just. Okay, now that side's done. We got 18 minutes, so we could start over on the other side. And I'm going to start doing it the same way. I'm going to go into the burnt sienna. Now we're not finished with the ground yet. That will go last. And that's going to be too dark. I don't want it light. There you go. And then have a little paint. There we go. I've got some blue on it, so that's okay. It's still yellow, so it may look like green, but you know what? That's okay too. Now I'm gonna go up more. There. I don't want it to shape like that one. But this one here is gonna be a big one coming right here. There you go. This one is like it's off the screen. This one here is going to be more on the screen. After when you start painting a little bit, there's some things that that is a little bit of you don't want to put your main thing in the center. Like this waterfall is not in the center; it's already off a little bit. If you look at it. You know, it's not right in the middle of the paper. You want it off a little bit. If you're making trees, you don't want to just put in one tree or you 5 trees. You would like to odd numbers. If you 4 trees could be instead of 5 trees. It just looks more presentable. You don't want all your trees to stand up the same distance. You know, you want them to come up and down and because it looks more real. Your painting will look. There's a word for it, and I can't think of it. Not natural. Maybe that's the correct word. Finish this one here. We got 15 minutes. Okay. A little bit too dark. Add a little bit more water to that. I'm just going to bring that down. If it's a little bit dark, I don't mind because we'll be adding more colors to it. So I just want something to give it how the main shape should be. That's all. I want to bring this down. Yeah. Then it's going to stick out too. Yeah, about that far. Okay, then it's going to come all the way down to here. So this is nice and watery. So we're going to, well, how much time? 14 minutes? We still got time to work on this one. But again, we're going to take our time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put down this brush for a second. If you look at my watercolor, my paper, it's time to get a clean paper. So I'm just going to pick it up, turn it around. There you go. It'll be nice and clean, nice and pretty much dry. There. Yeah. I'm going to bring this down. If I see a lot of water and spots at this time of stage, you could just bring it down and it will help it to dry off. I am sorry that I've got to turn off my phone this time when I come to the studio, so I do apologize if you hear it. This is the first time I've done it in over 15 some years. I am at that age that I forget to do things. I'm not a young kid no more, a young man no more. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the brown, the burnt sienna. It's gonna be a little darker. That's gonna be a little. Okay, let me just take up a little bit of paint. Okay, I'm just gonna add this down and bring that down. There we go. You know how I put on the oil paint when I do the mountains? This is just about the same way at times. Sometimes I will take, like here I took it more smaller because it's a smaller piece. This time I'm just working it a little bit bigger. Either way how you do it, because at the end it's going to be I'm on work on it in small sections anyway. But I'm going to start with this corner and I'm going to work myself out. This is going to be the back corner. That's the other thing is what do I want in the foreground? Which shape do I want in the back? Which one I want to bring forward? And that takes time too. Sometimes you can't make that decision until you are almost in, like I done here. I didn't like how it looked, so I had to take off some paint and reshape it and redone it. And now it looks nice. And that's another thing, that when you do any kind of paint, watercolors, oil paint, since there's no lines and we're just using free flow, you know, sometimes you gotta wait and see what's happening. And that's beauty, and that's what makes this a beautiful way, a fun way of painting. Okay, I'm gonna go right back to this one. Get a little bit more of this burnt sienna. I'm gonna come down. There we go. Oh, good. Okay, there goes one here. I'm gonna bring this one down a little bit. Bring this one. This one could be behind that one, like that, see? Like I said, sometimes it just happens without you even trying to say, hey, this looks nice, that looks nice. And so much fun, because you have nothing to stop your imagination. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Something like that. Good. That's all I'm gonna do, because we're gonna add some trees to this one too. So I don't want to go too strong on it yet. Actually, if I want to put the trees in now, I could do that too. Let's do it that way. I'm gonna wait for this part. I'm gonna go into some. Let's see. I got some brown on this brush, and that's good. So I'm just gonna go into the blues and whatever I have here. And that's gonna mix with the browns and stuff. Let's see what color this comes out with. I don't want it too big, but let's just add some to, oh yeah, see? Yeah, we'll add some right here. Pop, 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 boom. Yeah, and come back around. Yeah. There we go, something like that. There we go. See how nice that is now? Now I'm gonna clean out the brush. Good. Now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of this burnt sienna. Now these mountains gonna be a little bit bigger than those, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of this on. Now I'm gonna use the Van Dyke brown to add some highlights too and some shadows there. This is some beautiful, I love this color in oil and in watercolors, and even this is just a beautiful, beautiful color. There we go. Come down with this one. Yeah. This stone's gonna be mostly by itself, so I'm gonna come down a little bit more on this one. I'm gonna add some brown to that. Bring this one down to good. And maybe add some right here. We'll add some more trees. There we go, something like that. Now I'm gonna give that time, just a few seconds for that to dry. And I'm looking at the time better this time because I overran last time, which is not bad. While that's drying, I am going to bring out some of these stones here, like that. See that? I'm going to have to work on this shape here, but I don't want it to look like this side. So, I'm going to add more brown, darker brown to this side here. There we go. And then I'll see what I'm going to do down here. Okay, let's go into some of this Van Dyke brown. And let's do some work up here. Let's bring in some of this brown. What I'm going to do with this brown is mostly going to be like more of a highlight, more like a cover. And that will bring it in wherever it wants to fall at. And that should make it nice. Where I'm not doing it, the paint, I want the paint to do it itself. Yeah. Something like that. Now, come down here, boom. Come down on this one. I'm just putting a little bit of light pressure on this brush. Hardly any pressure. I could even hold it with one hand. That's a light, and I'm just bringing it down. Just like if I was bringing it down with oil paint. Same thing. Yeah. There we go. Let me do this rock here. I've got this one. See? I can fix that up later. Bring it there. Yeah, something like that. Then we could get it, what, 5 minutes. Then we could, I'm gonna go into this little bit of black and start adding just a little bit of, whoops, It's a little bit dark. I mean, it's still a little bit wet. So I'm just going to add this a little bit dark here and there. Add some up here. Just see where it looks, where it would be nice to put a nice little shadow. Maybe right up here. Maybe one right here like that. Mm-hmm. Once again, you could do it when you're home. You could do 2 hours just filming, not filming, forming clips and mountains. I'm just trying to show you what you're able to do. You know? There we go. Yeah, something like that. I keep on looking at the time. Okay, go on. I'm gonna clean up my brush just with the brown here. I'm gonna go into some of the yellow. There we go. There we go. And a little bit of blue. There we go. Mix it around. There. Good. And now let's add some thicker colors and branches right around here. There we go. Yeah. Bring some down here. This is in the shadow, so you don't have to. I don't like how that looks, so I'm just going to add more to that, bring this up. There. There we go. There. Something like that. Bring some up here. There we go. This is going to look nice. This is going to look nice there. Okay. Let this dry. Clean out the brush good. There we go. Boy, that looks good. Let's see some. I wonder if I could grab this. Make that look like a little clip, little, and like that maybe. Yeah. There we go. Maybe if I add this. I want to thank everybody for coming. I only got a minute, and like I said last time, I already overdo it. I want to thank everybody for coming. And next week, we'll try to, if we don't finish it up next week, we'll get most of it again. I want to thank everybody coming and hope to see you again next week. Bye-bye.